Hi, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another monthly income report video. This report for April is going to be a little bit different because I have more things to tell you guys. But we're going to start with a summary of what went well and what didn't go well in the month of April for me and for my business. Then we're going to talk about a few goals and a few plans for the month of May. And at the end I'm going to show you how much money my business made from Etsy, and then I decided to share a new income source with you in these videos, and that would be how much money I make here on YouTube every month. So if you are interested in how much my online business is making each month, then hit that subscribe button and let's dive into a recap into April. Okay, here are my handy dandy notes, and let's get into the things that went really well or well in the month of April. I feel like April has been a very average month. There were no very high highs and very low lows, or there were maybe a few lows, but it was very average. Now that I look back, I feel like it was very average month, and we had lots of family events happening. At the beginning of the month there was one family event, then came Easter, and after that we went to run a marathon in Vienna. That was really nice. And then this past weekend we went to a christening, we became godparents, and that was lots of fun. Those were the events for the month of April. And what went well? I created and launched a new digital product line in my printable planner shop. These are not printable planners, but they are resources for you guys, for people who like to create digital products. They are custom Canva mockups with custom Canva frames. You can check them out in the description down below, and you can use the code YouTube to get 20% off the whole month of May. So that's what happened regarding the products. It was kind of hard to figure out at the beginning how to create these, but once I got the hang of it, I was able to create these for you guys, and I really hope that you will enjoy them. You can check them out, there is no pressure. Another thing that went kind of well for me is YouTube. I had 2 or 3 videos take off and they performed above average for me, which meant that I gained lots of new subscribers. So if you are here, welcome. I'm really glad to have you here, and I hope that you will learn a lot from the videos that I post. And as I mentioned, at the end of the video I will share with you how much money I made in the month of April on YouTube. This money will be paid out at the end of May, but regardless I would like to share those numbers with you. And the third important thing that happened in April is that I stopped worrying about the state of my digital products Etsy shop, because as you know, one of my shops has been completely passive for the past 2 years now. I started to boost it in recent months, but the printable planner shop has been 100% passive at this point, and the editable template shop has been declining a little bit, and I mentioned to you in previous videos that it was worrying me a lot. But now I got to the point when I decided not to worry more about it, and I'm just going to go with the flow, and I'm going to work on the business, and it will happen what it will happen. Now let's talk about the thing that didn't go as planned or as well in the month of April. And the first thing is that I didn't get to launch as many new products that I wanted. I think I got 10 or 15 new products out there, not as many as I wanted. My target at this point is 30 a month, so roughly 1 a day. If some days I can publish 2 or 3 new products, that's good, but if not, there are days when I cannot do that. So, and another thing that didn't go very well in April is that I felt very secluded and I felt very alone, especially in this business. I have been doing this since 2017, so this is my 6th full year doing this, the whole digital products business thing. And at the beginning it was really fun, I was very motivated, but now that I have come on the 6th year, I am starting to feel alone in this, because nobody in my circles is doing anything similar. Of course, I have a few friends who work in IT, but they have colleagues and they have meetings and they have people with who they can joke with. So that's how it has been going in the month of April, so I've been feeling alone. Yeah, so that's that. But I took a few steps to remedy this situation, and this is when the plans and goals for May come up, because I found a new project in which I can be among people, and that will require more of my time, but I feel like it will be so much more beneficial because my mental health will significantly improve, in my opinion, by doing this project. I will be helping a local company with their marketing, and this would take up the time that I would otherwise put into creating more digital products and improving my Etsy business. But nonetheless, I feel like I need this really much, even though I will be taking a step back from the digital product creation. Well, I will be not taking a step back, but I will dial it down a little bit, so that's the plan for the month of May, and we will see how things go from there. Now that we reflected on April and we talked about some goals and some plans for May, let's take a look at the statistics, and I will show you the backend of my Etsy shop for the editable template shop and the printable planner shop, and at the end I will also share how much I made on YouTube in the last few months, or how much I made in March that got paid out in April from YouTube. So thank you very much for watching my videos and supporting me. If you are watching through the ads and things like that, it helps out the channel a lot. So let's hop onto my computer. So here is the backend of my editable template shop, and as you can see, I had almost 12,000 visits, 328 orders. The conversion rate fell from about 3% to 2.8%, and the revenue was 2,269 euros. I'm really glad that we are over 2,000, because I had days, you'll see, when I had just a few sales. So yes, 12,000 visits, 328 orders. Here you can see the order numbers for each day: 17, 18, then 7, 13, things like that. The conversion rate fluctuating, and here is the revenue. As you can see here, I had a few days with 23 euros, 38, 42, so there were a few rough days, but then that got balanced with these bigger chunks. I don't know why are these big spikes. I know that I had a few days in May when I increased the ad spend from 5 to 10 euros or $5 to $10 a day, but I didn't see any significant changes in the revenue, and I will show you the marketing stats as well. That's the easiest. The traffic sources, as you can see, they all fell. I talked about the reasons many times. In this niche, the competition became very fierce and my competitors tripled, I feel like that. This 2,269 euros, this is revenue, not profit. I will show that in a second as well. So let's take a look at marketing. Let's set the time period. As you can see, there were sales going on, and last month my welcome coupon was working really nicely because that one generated 120 euros, and this usually is around 0 to 20 maximum, but this month this coupon got used 7 times. And the thank you coupon, this is the 10% discount that Etsy sends out to people who bought one of my items, got used 13 times, which generated 104 euros in revenue, which is really nice compared to other periods of the year. And then there were a few other sales. The Easter sale made 240 euros. And here are the ads. As you can see, I spent more on ads this month. Here is the spike where I spent more than $10 a day. I left it on for more than a week to see if it generates any significant revenue or any significant results, but it didn't, so I bumped it back down. And here you can see this is the period when I ran the ads at $10 a day. It barely broke even. Some days it didn't, and then there was a bigger day, but other than that I decided to lower it back to 5 euros a day. I don't know why Etsy is doing this. They show the revenue and the income in euros, and then when it comes to ads it only is showing in dollars. They should really update that feature. And here is the monthly statement. As you can see, my net profit was 1,655 euros. I didn't have any refunds, but there was the VAT and the taxes that were remitted. Then there are the fees of 410 euros and the marketing of 200. So that leaves me with 1,655 euros. Now let's talk about the printable planner shop. I'm reading this from my phone. Here we had 4,702 visits, 55 orders with a conversion rate of 1.2. This is very average for this shop because it is in a very competitive niche. It is printable planners and things like that, so the conversion rate by default will be much lower. And I made 311 euros. This is, let's say, 80% passive because I logged in around the 25th, 24th, something like that, to add these new products that I just mentioned, the custom Canva mockups. Other than listing those, this shop was kind of on the standby. Today is the 1st of May when I am filming this, and I haven't sold any of those mockups yet, so this number does not include any of those new products. And when it comes to the revenue, as you can see, I had more of a steady base, I would say. Well, by steady I mean there are lots of spikes. I don't know what is happening with the Etsy algorithm, but I can see this in the editable template shop as well, that they are not doing anything consistent. There are days when they are promoting the items like crazy, and then there are days that are dead. So tell me in the comments down below, do you experience something similar in your shop, that one day will be really good and you are very hopeful, and the next day they crush all of your hopes and dreams? And here we had total sales of 318 euros. This is the monthly statement for the month of April. Then we had 8 euros in sales tax and some VAT for 689. And then there were fees for 48 euros. And then there was an 11 euro marketing fee. This is the Etsy Plus subscription, and some offsite ad fees. And the net profit was 244 euros. Okay, and now let's check the YouTube stats. I would like to show you this in a grand premiere now, because I have never revealed my YouTube statistics. So let's hop over. And now these are the statistics for April. These are the results in April. But to show you how many views I got in the month of March, let's go here to the custom time period, because the money I got in April came for the views that I got in March. So let's set a custom time period. Let's go here and let's set it to March. And as you can see, I got 30,000 views. Thank you very much for watching my videos. I got almost 2,000 hours watch time. Just barely to get monetized, you would need 4,000 hours. So the fact that I was able to make half of that in just 1 month, now that I am 1 year in, I'm really glad for that. I gained 658 subscribers. There were some videos that were more popular. For example, this one, the how to make digital products fast, how to turn one product into 24 listings. That one went really well. And then this one, how to make digital products with the help of AI. That one got quite a few views as well. But this one got the most views, I think, in the month of March. It wasn't like a big boom in views, but it was steadily increasing. So by the end of the month, I made $269. So I'm really happy about that. I put a lot of work into this channel, and I'm really glad that it's finally paying off. At the beginning I was getting like $40 to $50 a month, and the minimum threshold for a payout is 100. So I didn't even get a paycheck from YouTube for at least for almost a year. I got monetized within 8 months, I believe, 6 or 8 months, something like that. And I got my very first YouTube paycheck in December last year, so a few months ago. And after that, January was a big bust, along with February. But in March it all started to pick back up, and I'm really happy to make this amount now. This is what YouTube is paying me. I made YouTube a lot more money than this, because they are taking half of the YouTube earnings. But this is what I am taking home in the month of April. And in the month of May I will get the revenue I made in the month of April, so everything is 1 month behind. And just so that you see how much work I put into this channel, I will show you the last 90 days. This is the last 90 days. As you can see, around January and February I was making $1, $2 a day. 280 was a really good day for me back then. And now here is a big increase in views. These videos helped a lot. And then we got to a new plateau where we are making around $10 is a really an average a day from YouTube after 1 year. And let me show you the last year. Here you can see the big picture, and these are some really small views, but then when I started to post really consistently, then the growth came, and I'm really glad for it because I put a lot of work in it. And I would really like to thank you, all of you guys, from the bottom of my heart that you are watching my videos. That was it for today's video. I'm really glad that you tuned in and you watched all the way through. Tell me in the comments below what are your plans for the month of May and how did your April go. As you saw, this is how mine went. And thank you again for watching this video. Give it a big thumbs up, it helps out the channel a lot. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss another video in which I talk about digital products, making money online, making money with digital products on Etsy and things like that. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!